Welcome to the bid opening of one for the goods and services, RFQ 2024-02-004. And to start this procurement activity, may we all stand for the prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Almighty Father, we come to your presence. Thank you for giving us another opportunity to be with you today. Your love and presence in our life gives us the inspiration to keep going in our journey. Also helps us to live this life you have given us with purpose, meaning, and mission. Your divine grace alone, Lord, is our refuge, strength, and shield. Bless us and our family today. In Jesus' name, amen. So to formally start, may I introduce you to the members of the BAC, headed by our BAC Vice Chairman, Engineer Jerry O'Hare, and members of the BAC, Engineer Alberto Esquer Jr. and Attorney Mary Rose Milo. For the technical working group, we have one of the members, Architect Donald Rimando, and for the Secretariat, Mr. Rudy Reniero Salinas. We have also here our IT support headed by Ma'am Teresita Manalo and Sir Wayne Francisco. Sir, majority of the BAC members are present. There's a forum, sir.
Okay, thank you, Secretariat Reniero. So today we will be having the RFQ opening for one goods and services. So, construction of our BAC chairman is having important activity for today. I was instructed to present this RFQ opening since we have a forum for the goods and services members of the BAC. Proceeding for this RFQ opening is now called to order. With Secretariat, please acknowledge our attendees for today.
Sir, nag-track lang sila ng bid pero wala pong mag-attend, sir. Yes, sir.
So anyway, we will proceed for the RFQ opening. So let's open the bid box.
For this RFQ opening, we have a loan bidder, Union Denso Auto Parts.
Okay, let's evaluate the submitted proposal.
examination of request for quotation for RFQ 2024-02-004. We have a lone bidder, La Union LU Denso Auto Parts. LU Denso Auto Parts passed the preliminary examination of this RFQ, and the total amount of bid as read is 947,630 pesos. So the overall rating for LU Denso Auto Parts passed. Share the result for RFQ 2024-02-004.
Okay, thank you, Ranger. So for this contract, only one bidder submitted their proposal in the amount of 947,630 by Union Denso Auto Parts. So may we request the technical working group to conduct the detailed evaluation and cost qualification. So that ends the agenda for the bid opening of one goods and services. Thank you, bank members, General and Attorney Mira. So we will be leaving this activity for the bid opening, and we will go to the next activity for the pre-bid conference of 7 infra projects. Thank you, bank members, and DPWH. Secretariat, please do the privilege to present the details on the pre-bid conference of 7 infra projects.
We'll just wait for the one member of the bank. May I acknowledge the presence of one of the back members and Engineer Abdul Prepose and the head of the DPWH, Engineer Daisy Mansano. So we continue with the Rebid conference of 7 Civil Works Project. Contract ID number 24A00165, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Rehabilitation of Land Control Structure, Aringay River Basin, Barangay San Antonio, Aringay Union, 24A00167, Construction Maintenance of Flood Mitigation Structures and Drainage Systems, Construction of Flood Control Structure, Barangay Langcuas, San Fernando City, La Union, 24A00214, Sustainable Infrastructure Projects, Alleviating Gaps, SIPAG, Construction of Bridge Connecting Seselangen and Victoria, Sual, Pangasinan, 24A00249, Construction Rehabilitation of Flood Mitigation Facilities within major river basins and principal rivers, Construction of Flood Control Mitigation Structure along Balingcaguing River, Santa Station 004-012 to Station 004-165, Barangay Dangley, Agno, Pangasinan, 24A00258, Construction Rehabilitation of Flood Mitigation Facilities within major river basins and principal rivers, Construction of Flood Mitigation Structure along Aringay River Basin, Barangay West, Sual, La Union, 24A00266, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Construction of Multipurpose Building, Gymnasium, Barangay Poblacion, Asingan, Pangasinan, 24A00293, Construction Rehabilitation of Flood Mitigation Facilities within major river basins and principal rivers, Construction of riverbank protection along Sinubalan River, Barangay Lasib Jigo, Tagupan City, Pangasinan. So this Rebid conference, its purpose is to discuss, clarify, and explain the different aspects of the projects of the procuring entity with the prospective bidders. Its guidelines held at least 12 calendar days before the deadline for bid submission, but not earlier than 7 calendar days from the advertisement posting of bid opportunity. It is required for procurement projects with ABC of equal to or more than 1 million. So here are the following contract data for contract ID number 24A00165, location Aringay, Union, with the ABC of 49,500,000. For the scope of works of the earthworks, construction of reinforced concrete revetment, furnishing driving of structural steel sheet piles, installation of RCPC cross drain, including head walls, tree planting, with the contract duration of 174 calendar days. 24A00167, location, San Fernando City, La Union, with the ABC of 38,600,000. For the scope of works of the earthworks, construction of stone masonry revetment with reinforced concrete back-up wall, installation of RCPC cross drain, including head walls, tree planting, with the contract duration of 150 calendar days. 24A00214, location Sual, Pangasinan, with the ABC of 9,650,000. For the scope of works, you're declaring grabbing, embankment, aggregate sa base course, construction of PCC pavement, unreinforced 280mm thick, application of pavement markings, white and yellow, painting of bridge, stone masonry, with a contract duration of 90 calendar days. 24A00249, location, Agno, Pangasinan, with the ABC of 28,950,000. For the scope of work, you're declaring grabbing, structure excavation and selected barrow for topping, construction of reinforced concrete slope of revetment, installation of steel sheet pile, Z-type, hot roll, mandatory tree planting with the contract duration of 189 calendar days. 24A00258, location Tubao, La Union, with the ABC of 48,250,000. For the scope of work, earthworks, construction of stone masonry revetment, furnishing and driving structural steel sheet piles, installation of reinforced concrete pipe full-work cross-drain footing and walls, tree planting, with the contract duration of 201 calendar days. 24A00266, location Aringay, Pangasinan, with the ABC of 19,800,000. For the scope of works, we have the earthworks, excavation of footing, column embedded and tie beam, concrete works, footing, tie beam, column, steel works, plumbing works, masonry works, roofing works, fabrication of doors, fabrication, installation of railing, tile works, masonry, plastering works, painting works, electrical works, with the contract duration of 180 calendar days. 24A00293, location Dagupan City, Pangasinan, with the ABC of 96,500,000. For the scope of works, engineering, drawing, structure excavation, hand-laid rock embankment, construction of reinforced concrete revetment with pile cap, installation of steel sheet pile, C-type, hot roll, mandatory tree planting, with the contract duration of 288 calendar days. For the supplemental bulletin issued by BAC, to answer requests for clarification, we resubmitted 10 calendar days before deadline. Our interpretation and upon BAC's initiative to clarify or modify any provision of meeting documents. At least 7 calendar days before deadline for bids. Posted in the Philippines and procuring entities website and at any conspicuous place within the premises of the procuring entity. Bidders who have submitted bids before the issuance of supplemental or bid bulletin must be informed in writing and allowed to modify or withdraw the respective bids. For the eligibility requirements, we have Class A documents, legal documents, valid Philippines registration certificate, platinum membership all pages in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the IRR, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, meaning whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid, and statement of the bidder's SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid except under conditions provided under the rules, and special pickup license in case of joint ventures, and registration for the time and cost of the contract to be bid, and original copy of bid security in the form of surety bond, submit also certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid security declaration. And project requirements, we shall include the following. We have the organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors' key personnel, and list of contractors' major equipment units, which are owned, leased, and are under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be. An original duly signed omnibus statement, and if applicable, original notarized secretarial certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the omnibus statement and do acts to represent the bidder. For the financial documents, the prospective bidder's documentation of the NFCC or the net financial contracting capacity, Class B documents, if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the joint venture agreement in the instance that the bid is successful. Computation of NFCC of this equal to ABC, computed using the prescribed formula, wherein the NFCC equals current assets minus current liabilities times 15, minus value of unfinished projects, including awarded projects not yet started, coinciding with the contract to be bid. Per DPWH Resolution Number 18-2017, in view of the Tax A eligibility documents which are uploaded and maintained current, updated in field years, bidders are required to submit their field year certificate of registration, button of membership during bid submission in the base infrastructure projects pursuant to Section 25.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. Here are the contents of the first envelope, the technical proposal, valid field years registration certificate, the statement of the prospective bidder of all of its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid, and statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract or the SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, special pickup license in case of joint ventures, original copy of bid security, project requirements, which shall include the following. We have the organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors' key personnel, and list of contractors' major equipment units, which are owned, lease, and or under purchase agreements supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor, vendor, for the duration of the project as the case may be, and original two-sided sworn statement, and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS or the omnibus statement and do acts to represent the bidder. The prospective bidder's computation of the NFCC, if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in case of joint venture. So for the bid security, the bid valid period and bid security valid period is 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. The bidder shall submit a bid security declaration or any form of bid security below, enumerated below. We have the cash or cashier's manager's check, bank draft guarantee, or the revocable line of credit is 2% of the ABC, while the bond callable upon demand issued by surety or insurance company duly certified by the insurance commission as authorized to issue such securities 5% of the ABC. The contents of the second envelope, the financial proposal, the bid form must be in accordance with the form prescribed in Section 9 bidding forms of bidding documents. Bid prices in the bill of quantities, duly accomplished detailed estimates form and cash flow by quarter. For the submission and receipt of bids, the bid submission may be done manually or electronically online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Similar to manual submission, the guidelines for the preparation and submission of an electronic bid are contained in the bid data sheet, ITB Clause 17, and Department Order Number 87 Series of 2020. For the bid evaluation, the financial component of the bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid prices. The bank shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid price which exceeds the ABC. The following factors are to be considered in the evaluation of the bid prices: completeness, no price required item was not complying, indicating a zero or a dash equals paid to the government. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items, the bidding documents including where applicable BOQ shall be considered non-responsive. Arithmetical corrections, bid prices and figures versus words, the words prevails, total price versus unit price per item, the unit price prevails, total price versus actual sum of component items, the actual prevails, unit cost and detailed estimate and versus unit cost in the BOQ, the latter prevails. If above ABC is considered non-compliant. For the post-qualification, it's the verification of your legal requirements, licenses, certificates, permits, non-inclusion in the blacklist, technical requirements, single largest completed contract or the SLCC, key personnel, minimum work experience requirements should be satisfied, availability and commitment of major construction equipment, failure of the prospective bidder to state a complete technical description of the bench equipment and specific location, whether owned, leased, or under purchase agreement shall result in the bidder's automatic post-disqualification for award of contract and forfeiture of its bid security per DO number 15, series of 2012. Performance in ongoing government and private contracts, negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project or negative slippage of at least 10% in each of 2 or more contracts. Failure of the contractor to commence repair work and complete ongoing contracts in the prescribed date after receipt of the notice of defects and deficiencies. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contracts with pending certificates of acceptance in the prescribed date after the receipt of the notice of defects and failures, substandard quality of works, or unsatisfactory performance per contract term and conditions at the time of inspection. Liquidated damages currently imposed on the contractor. DO 127 series of 2018 straight application of RA 8184 in the conduct of the post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH. Authenticity and correctness of bid security for the financial requirement, audited financial statement, up-to-date value of all outstanding or uncompleted works under ongoing awarded contracts, updated FCC versus the ABC. Here are the requirements. Within 5 calendar days from the receipt by the bidder of the notice from the bank that the bidder has the lowest calculated or bid or rate, highest rated bid, the bidder shall submit to the bank the following. We have the registration certificate from SEC, TTI, for sole proprietorship or Cooperative Development Authority for cooperatives, Mayor's Business Permit, latest income tax and business returns, tax clearance per EO 398, series of 2005, valid Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board, pickup license, failure to submit any of the post-qualification requirements on time or if finding against the veracity shall be disqualified the bidder for award, provided that in the event that the finding against the veracity of any of the documents submitted is made, it shall cause the forfeiture of the bid security in accordance with Section 69 of this IRR. Here are the notes and the personnel and equipment requirements of the project as per DO number 9, series of 2012, technical requirements for civil works project for public bidding. If a proposed key technical personnel is an employee of the bidder working on another project at the same time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that the personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract, and he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office. The bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not its employee, provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded the contract under bidding. This certification shall be included in the first envelope of the sealed bid. Also to be verified during post-qualification is the set of equipment pledged by the bidder. The bidder should specify in the submitted bid the location of the equipment where they can be inspected. If any equipment is not in specified location, then the bidder shall be post disqualified. For the lease of equipment units may be owned, leased, or under purchase agreements supported by certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor vendor for the duration of the project. For the laboratory equipment, is referred to DPWH 11 series of 2017 for the minimum materials testing equipment. For the contract award, the contract shall be awarded to the bidder's bid as bid determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-disqualification conducted. The successful bidder shall be notified through the issuance of the notice of award within the bid valid period and must be confirmed by the successful bidder in writing within 10 days upon receipt in accordance with Section 37.2.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. Here are the common reasons for rejection of bids, ineligibility, and post-disqualification of bidder. Failure to submit original copy of the surety bond certified by the Insurance Commission indicating the name of project, the procuring entity, and name of contractor. Shorter bid validity and bid security validity period. Overlapping of best equipment and committed key technical personnel. Failure to indicate the validity of bid in the bid form. Late submission of bid. Failure to submit supporting documents. Negative slippage in the outgoing projects. Negative 15% or more, or negative 10% in each of 2 or more ongoing projects. And unsatisfactory CPES rating. Common errors in the submission of bids. We have incomplete pages of bid documents, technical and financial authority of the signatory to sign on behalf of the bidder, single proprietor, single person video owner, proprietor only, corporation, cooperative, board secretary certificate, and board resolution, joint venture resolution or agreement, and partnership as indicated in the articles of partnership. So for these 7 projects, 24A00165, 167, 214, 249, 258, 266, 293. The deadline for submission of clarification is 10 days before submission of bids. The deadline for submission of bids is on February 21, 2024 at 10 o'clock a.m. Number of copies of the proposal, 1 original copy of the technical financial, place of submission of bids, bids and awards committee, 2nd floor, conference room, DPWH Regional Office 1, City of San Fernando, La Union. So that ends the presentation of the Rebid conference for civil works, for the 7th civil works project.
Thank you, Rehabilitation, Secretariat. So, the details of the Rebid conference for 7 projects as just one. So all concerned disadvantages in current activity. So any more on our agenda?
That's it.
So there being no matters to on our agenda, so the proceeding for the just concluded this opening of one portion for the previous conference for 7 projects is now adjourned. Thank you, members. Thank you, Secretariat, DPWH, and IT support.